All right, hello. So this is for doing ascendant astrology transits. That way, this makes it a little easier. So if you're looking for Sun in Aquarius, this does still cover some stuff, but it'll be a lot more relevant, more accurate if you're using these reports with your ascendant sign as a reference point. This way allows me to cover your houses more accurately. So this is for basically if your first house falls in the sign of Aquarius. So, like I said, this will help things be a lot more accurate. So, this is the current arrangement here. I decided to kind of get into a little bit more artistic depiction. So I just kind of roughly put together kind of like a makeshift chart here just to see where everything is located visually and kind of shows things. So, for you, if your ascendant falls in the sign of Aquarius, we have a few transits this week. Starting on November 1st, there's a Sun in Scorpio. That's in your 10th house there. Sextile Pluto in Capricorn. So Pluto here in Capricorn in your 12th house. So that's 10th and 12th house for Aquarius ascendants. That means it's going to be wanting to push you to see who the authority is in your life and really be considering where that authority comes from. If they're not really, if you're not the one who's really having the authority, do you feel like you're giving that authority away to the right people, that they have the right, experience for those kinds of things? So you're going to be digging into that and trying to really reveal what constructs there are in your life that keeping you from seeing your really infinite nature. You're kind of really going to feel itchy to kind of expand and all of that. So you maybe really be just considering how useful is it allowing my authority to be coming from these people. Should I really be working on my own and really getting, maybe this is an itch for creating a personal business instead of working at a job. There's also an increased impulse to see beyond your physical nature. Scorpio really boosts Pluto's desire to reveal vulnerabilities, and in your 12th house this gets kind of pushed into the areas that are more mystic or mystery based. So the unconscious, the infinite, kind of concepts that really stretch that concept. So on November 15th, we have Mars in Aquarius, sextile Uranus, which is retrograde in Aries. It has been since November 6th here. So Mars. Where did you go, Mars? Here we go. Mars is in Aquarius. Sorry, I didn't move it from before. So Mars in Aquarius here, lining up with Uranus in Aries, it's in retrograde. So what that means for you, Aquarius in the ascendant together, here we go, sorry, I had to find it. So first house and third house. It might have you kind of hot-headed. You might be really frustrated with how others are reading you, but it's also a great physical energy boost. This will be bringing in lots of great ideas, giving you tons of positive outlook, feeling really great. But for some reason, I think there's a communication here. Just the Mars energy in your first house sometimes can push you over, kind of be very aggressive, and people might kind of perceive that basically as being hot-headed, but it's just a really big boost. So, obviously be careful. Try to be tactful if you can, but still, mood boarding, visualization will really help to kind of ground that drive into visualization and manifestation, where you can really energetically push that drive into more creative outlets, where you can really dream big, get some traction on some plans. I feel like personal business is really the thing here this week. So on November 15th, Mars moves into Pisces. Very cardinal energy, Mars, fiery. Pisces being kind of more mutable, watery, emotional. So I'd say this may be kind of coming into how you're going to focus on big community issues. This is very easy for Aquarius, I think. Being connected to social causes. It might give you some unexpected compassion, some really deep compassion to human causes. Maybe donating to charities, buying your friend's meal, or giving someone an opportunity to get out of a tight spot. It's always good to pay it forward. Just make sure you have your most basic needs covered so it doesn't put you in jeopardy there. The fiery Mars and Pisces thing, may not be keeping track of like what's in the bank, so just watch out for that. And then here, November 16th, Venus goes direct in Libra, so it's been in retrograde in Libra in your 9th house here for a while, just a couple of days now, so not months. I guess that doesn't really mean a while, but still, there's a focus of self-awareness as a result of kind of having the differences being noticed in your life. You're gonna really notice, oh wow, like I'm different than this person, different than that person. Really noticing that and coming up and more awareness about yourself as a result of that. With Venus in your 9th house, this is kind of like you're really living for new situations, conversations with people from other cultures, really loving that explory, culture-y vibe where you're getting a chance to meet people that are very different from you and have different perspectives and different, youth, all that kind of stuff. So romantically, you might actually suddenly be interested in people from a very different kind of place. People who don't typically fit your type of person that you usually fall for. It'll all seem very fascinating suddenly. And so it's also a good time in business for anything that's PR related or public. So if you run a personal business, this is a great time to do announcements that are very formal with product lines and that kind of thing. New projects that you can announce, also a good time for that. So on the 16th, we have Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius. For your ascendant in Aquarius, that's going to be in your 11th house. This is kind of going to be a revisit to your friends list. Maybe some gossip and rumors might be popping up. Just make sure that you're checking your facts before burning bridges between people, making sure you actually did figure out that somebody did something before you just, I don't want to talk to that person anymore or anything like that. Just basically saying to double check stuff, especially rumors and gossip and reputation related things. So here we go. I'm going to pull a couple of cards and just see if there's any messages from Spirit regarding these transits and this week, and just see what we can get. So. Okay, so boundaries. Interesting. Okay, the grouse. Spirals. Something about a nice boost of energy for you. This is talking about kind of like really visualizing and manifesting things really just like taking off and energy, I want to say, conserving your energy. Armadillo, I think, obviously represents boundaries. So watching out for like who you are, standing up for yourself when you know that that's something that like you're just not going to tolerate because of, who you are, something that really gets to the core of you, and knowing that about yourself. There's some authority stuff coming up, I think. This typically represents a very divine masculine archetype, so I don't think this is going to be too bad, but I do feel like there's something about authority and masculine energy here that might kind of rub up against you. But balance that out with, compassion, connection with others. You got to see this from like a very humanistic kind of point of view, I guess. With the grouse, I feel like this is talking about dancing and movement, using this as part of your meditation or your manifestation ritual, not just being visual, but also engaging your body in this. It might help to let go and blow off some steam in the process. Why not use it for manifestation? It's good energy to kind of draw into it. If you're really focused on it, why not? Bring it in. Make it a part. So, hope that helps with your week. Go ahead and subscribe if you want to hear what's going on for the next couple of days. I'm going to be releasing that a lot sooner now that I've kind of got a system here. And let me know what you think. I'd love to hear what your sun sign is down below. You can always comment and just let me know. Knowing that your ascendant's in Aquarius and then your sun is in another one, I can, kind of answer questions about astrology, that sort of thing. You can always email me. I put my email down below. And then there's also my tarot services you can find on the website, put down there too. So Have a good week. Peace.